quick and easy homemade pad thai you can make anytime with simple ingredients that are easy to have on hand. It's ready in less time than it takes to order, has that takeout feel you love, and will help you save. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, and I really can't tell you how many times Brian and I tried to make pad thai at home and it just didn't really stack up to our favorite takeout. But we were missing one key ingredient that really brings it all together, and now that we've found the missing link, we can always stir up this pad thai in less time than it takes to have one delivered, and it costs us less than $8 for 4 servings. So what was the missing ingredient? Well, if you're like us, then you might not have tamarind and fish sauce in your pantry, and those are 2 key ingredients in an authentic pad thai. So this is where rice vinegar steps in, and rice vinegar replaces the tang that tamarind gives an authentic pad thai. And tamari, which is a gluten-free soy sauce, or regular soy sauce, replaces the saltiness of the fish sauce. Maple syrup replaces the need for palm sugar. Chili garlic sauce replaces needing chilies and garlic separately. And we use lime juice, just like in the traditional. If you have fresh limes, use those, but if not, then use lime juice from concentrate, which you can always have in your fridge. So, with these 5 ingredients that we always have in our pantry, we can always stir up a tasty sauce that ticks all of our flavor boxes. And if you haven't seen our pantry tips video, then click the link below to see how we've minimized our condiments to these versatile essentials. We have some water boiling for our rice noodles. These are fantastic to have in your pantry because they cook really quickly. They soak up flavorful sauces and they are quite inexpensive. I'm using half this package, 8 ounces, for 4 servings. I'll stir these pretty frequently to make sure they don't stick, and they will be ready in 5 minutes. So I've drained my noodles, rinsed them with cold water, and you can toss some sesame oil on them to prevent them from sticking, but it's not absolutely necessary. And it is easy to overcook these, so I like to err on just ever so slightly undercooking them. That way when I add them to the heat again to mix them with the rest of the pad thai ingredients, they don't get too soft. I'll set these aside until we're ready to add them to the wok. I can easily get ahead of myself when I'm cooking, but a good rule of thumb for making stir fries is to have all of your ingredients prepared before you start cooking anything, because the process can move quickly. So while my water boiled for the rice noodles, I peeled and julienned about 2 medium carrots. I got out 225 grams of bean sprouts, sliced and de-seeded, half a red chili pepper, chopped up a 1/3 cup of roasted red peppers. That's not red peppers. What is this? Peanuts. I chopped a 1/3 cup of roasted peanuts and a 1/4 cup of green onion. And I actually used some green onion that I bought a few weeks ago and have regrown. Did you know that you could do this? So if you tend to buy your green onion like this with the roots on, just put it in a jar with a little bit of water and you'll get at least 2 more regrowths. Handy tip. First thing we're going to cook is our tofu. We're using pre-pressed extra firm tofu for ultimate convenience. You can see how thin it is. The first time I made pad thai with tofu, I used soft tofu and it basically disintegrated into nothingness. So you want a firm tofu at least, but ideally extra firm so that it will hold its shape in these little cubes. If your tofu does have excess water in it, then you can press the water out. And to do that, you can wrap the block of tofu in a clean cloth and put something heavy on top, like a cast iron skillet, just for 5 to 10 minutes. Or if you're going to be cooking with tofu frequently, then you can get a tofu press. So you just slide the piece of... This wok is massive. Look at this. We don't own this. This is my mother's. I don't even think this would fit anywhere in our apartment. But thank you, Mom. We're gonna use it today. Back to the tofu press. You can put your tofu in there, crank it down, and then flip it onto a bowl and let the tofu drain out that way. Less laundry is always a plus, right? Heat a large skillet or wok over medium heat with 1 tablespoon sesame oil. Add your tofu cubes and cook for about 4 minutes until they are nicely browned. Give them a stir periodically to make sure they're not sticking and they're browning on all sides. Meanwhile, let's make this sauce. 1/4 cup tamari, 2 tablespoons lime juice, 1½ teaspoon chili garlic sauce, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, and 1 tablespoon rice vinegar. Now I'm going to add an additional 1 tablespoon tamari and this half of a sliced and and de-seeded red chili pepper to the tofu to make sure it soaks up some great flavor. Then add the carrots, bean sprouts, and green onion. Cook for just 1 minute to soften the veggies. Next, add the cooked noodles and pour in the sauce. Stir and cook for about 4 minutes until everything is nicely coated, heated through, and slightly softened. To serve, divide your homemade pad thai between bowls, top with more green onion and chopped peanuts. By keeping the protein in this homemade pad thai to tofu, our recipe cost is $7.63. That's less than $2 a serving. If we were to add 200 grams of shrimp, our cost would go up to $9.50. A pound of chicken would bring it over $11, and adding the 2 traditional eggs would add about $1 to the recipe cost. So are the savings unreal? No, but all the flavor comes from the sauce, all the heft comes from the veggies, and the awesome bonus fun on top is the peanuts. So click the link below for this recipe, subscribe for a new video every Sunday at 5, and make it a feast by serving up some Thai mango salad on the side. Recipe to that below. See you next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Brian and I love hearing what you think, so like this video and comment below. Let us know what you're going to try, what kind of recipes you want to see. Share our channel with your friends and family, and make sure to subscribe and cook with us every Sunday at 5. Happy cooking!